Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Aha! Now that I have finished, I am back in business. Welcome back to Dishonored episode 5. We are still in the first chapter, I believe, which is called Dishonored, just figuratively the same as the very game. Shall I wash my hands after this? Sure I will. Oh, thanks very much. Somebody paying me for defecation. Oh man. If only somebody paid me for defecation daily. Very well. I don't think this rusty thing here is worth washing my hands in, but nevertheless, having no choices. Guessing it's the Hobson's choice here right now. And we are back to reading. We have read Gaffer's Tale Volume 2, which brings us to Shadow on Bitterleaf. Very short extract here. Excerpt? Is it? It's not an extract, right? It's excerpt or something. Don't remember that word. Unfortunately, my English failing. So, yeah. Just bear with that, ladies and gentlemen. From a longer work of fiction. Okay, so these two books here, I believe, are not representing some background of Dishonored. They are representing some local art. Very well. Finding my way by the feeble light of the dying fire, I saw her working. A large needle moved in her hand, following precise esoteric patterns, knots and loops of seamstress craft from ancient days. Beneath her needle, his body clenched and shuddered, shaking the wooden table. Shaking the wooden table? Body beneath her? What is that all about? A morbid fascination pushed me closer, until she turned her blank face toward me, resting the needle in her flesh, in his flesh. With a refined tone, she addressed me. "So you are the lover, I presume? You too have been unfaithful, and it's now your turn to be mended." Oh man, that lady, I wish I never see her in reality. I hope she remains fiction. Anyway, mending people like that. Okay, some more. I hope that is not this twisted as the previous one. The Young Prince of Tivia. Excerpt from a theater play this time. Oh yeah, that was a fiction book, and now we deal with theater play. I smell a rat for a certain reason. Actually, there is not a single minute I'm not smelling a rat in Dishonored. You got the pun? Yeah, that's it. Lord Nathan Bale? Yeah, I think it's Bale, right? Lord Nathan Bale shaking with outrage. "How dare you, sir, clothe so in my very home? I should hand you over to the watch, depraved Tivian." Prince Callister moving closer. "That's a harsh welcome for royalty, my lord. Your daughter treated me with such more hospitality. Alas, she has gone out for the evening, leaving me all alone." Lord Nathan Boyle, stammering, studying the younger man before him. "What are you doing? Leave this house. Go back to your frozen wasteland, pale rascal." Prince Callister smiling, coyly reaching out. "No need for anger between us, Lord Bale. Is it so wrong for me to be here, as I've proven I've developed an affinity for you and your family?" Lord Nathan Boyle gasping. "Oh my, Callister, your skin is so warm. It burns." What is that? What is that now? I hope I didn't spoil that with my reading, because, oopsie. Lydia? Is that you? Yeah, she's Lydia. Would you just care to knock at the door first? Maybe I was doing something important in here. Thanks very much. Okay, probably I shouldn't care, right? That's a toilet after all. Why are you rushing in without any warning? Oh my. Thank God I was finishing already. Okay, let me just look around here first of all. What's with the skin out there? I cannot imagine what happened in there in that amateur theatrical play. Must have been something wicked, but I am not supposed to discuss it, right? Yeah, once again, I hope I didn't spoil that with my reading, because, yeah, probably my reading was not 100% nice. And the voicing too, but I'm trying my best here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you like it. Samuel? You moved in here. Do you live in that makeshift chart? What not?
Then. I don't know if he remembers me, but I fear it's rude to ask. I don't want to embarrass him.
Oh, okay. Nice to know. So you've known Mr. Havelock already.
I was just a common riverman, hauling parcels and such along the river. But I know how to keep my trap shut, I do.
Oh yeah. I guess so. Because such
this is about as far downriver as I care to go. Toward the flooded district, the river's thick with corpses.
Oh yeah, you say. Nice to know. I've seen that. They're dumping those in the river
in my younger years,
all the time.
And I see you've got the stuff. Say the word, and I'll back you.
Oh, okay. So he's like my friend here.
All of the little people in the city like me, we miss the Empress something terrible. And the fact that young Lady Emily is out there somewhere still lost, it's just too much for most folks to think about.
What do you make of that? I mean, of course, about Emily and stuff. But nobody knows her fate, right? Except for that Mr. Hiram Burroughs. Oh, yeah, my blade thirsts for his blood. That's what I should say. I want him dead so much that eventually I will kill him. Oh, yeah. What is over here? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, before I am going onwards to see the quest and whatnot, probably I should look around and see what's hidden everywhere. And yeah, I should talk to Piero here too.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear. All custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin.
Oh yeah. Thanks very much. I'm honored to work with such a professional.
What's happened now? The tank of whale oil is running. Will you get a new tank from upstairs, please, while I hold this in place? Be careful. The oil's unstable. When it explodes, there's a terrible mess.
Yeah? Now that you say, why do you close that? Why don't you let me out? What if I wanted to go out? Okay, a second solution. Whoa, a dead lot of reading here. I hope I don't mess this one up. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's go in. Excerpt from a series of newspaper articles from prominent natural philosophers by Piero Joplin, which is going to be that guy behind my back. Going to create some weapons for me. Alright. It is through no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed a preference for Sokolov's elixir over my own formula, sold as Piero's remedy. A name I did not choose, if you must know the truth. The public has spoken its usual message of idiocy, spending their coin as a means of selecting Sokolov's formula over mine. which I believe to be equal, if not superior. Probably I should switch to a little bit of Piero's voice. I'm not sure I can express Piero's voice, but probably I should at least make it a little bit milder, right? Much has been made of the popularity of these concoctions as a means of resisting this remarkable new plague. I say remarkable because this strain works with an efficiency we have not seen in the history of the Empire. This plague, now making its way through the city of Dunwall, is unrivaled in its effectiveness. I have studied it within the blood of those so afflicted, and it is nearly perfect, elegant in fact. And while it is true that Piero's remedy and Sokolov's elixir are known to protect the body against the plague equally, my own has properties not fully understood, which relate to the mind itself and the spirit, and it is in this way that my formula wins out. Here is where one should pay attention to this contest. For you see, Sokolov's elixir, with its emphasis on the brute animal body, is a crass goo better suited for livestock. The subtle and secret variants in the key ingredients making up Piero's remedy ensure that it works on the higher functions that separate humankind from the mindless blue-jawed hagfish swimming in the Wrenhaven River. Oh, hagfish, yeah. Blue-jawed hagfish swimming in Wrenhaven River, eh? So he's definitely proud of his own very work, eh?
The dispenser upstairs will provide you with a fresh tank of whale oil. They're heavy, but you are no doubt strong enough to carry one back down here, if you would.
I will.
Handle them gently, or they will explode and kill us both. Did I mention that already?
Yeah, you did. I think as much. Probably the whale oil that is inside there is under pressure, so it's evident that they will explode should I be not careful.
The device is fragile in this state. I must attend to it.
Okay.
The whale
Go ahead about it.
in the tanks filled with the blue fluid, when they aren't drained anyway. Do you see it? The dispenser on the wall upstairs?
Okay, I'm basically figuring that he will simply talk about the dispensers and such. Star chart, southern skies. Pick it up. Ooh, 75 coins. So that was some kind of map. Who would need that map in such times? Is it the map of the sky?
That one is empty. A new tank.
Oh. I was carrying it upstairs to fill it, you idiot. Piero's request is denied. Piero, no. I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal? TV and ore? What's wrong with the metals and crystal? King Sparrow feathers? If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the academy everything you needed was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly. But this is my bar, or what's left of it. And we're opening on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials and everything else, so you've got to slow down. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve of your purchases unless they're absolutely required. No more copper wire or special herbs. Yeah, special herbs, yeah. If you need those things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city's in ruins, so no one is going to miss any of the odd crap you seem to need. Admiral Havelock. Oh, it was Admiral Havelock, yes. I should have read that a little bit in Havelock's manner, but I did not. Okay. Oh, probably it did sound in a certain way like that military rude guy. Nothing inside? You're gonna be kidding me. What else? Whale vivisection. Dead counter responsibilities. And failed experiments. My god, this guy is even more keen reader than anybody else around here. Oh, there is a filled whale oil tank right there. Okay, I'll finish the reading and go on about it. Oh yeah, save audiograph for later. Whale vivisection. Oh yeah, I didn't really want to read the particulars of whale business or whatever is involved with whales in this kingdom, but looks like they are going to break it out to me. Remarkably, each specimen I had the pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some minor variants in physiology. Okay, on the second leg of the trip east of Tivia, the crew hauled aboard a female, some 42 what? In length. I'm not sure what that is. I estimate she weighed 35 tons and the ship sat low, rocking side to side through the night with her thrashing. By candlelight, I took her apart, sketching and taking notes. Against her bellowing, I cut into the mass of tentacles around the mouth. Within, I found row upon row of teeth, and a baleen running along the upper jaw. Through this broom-like structure, I assume the filtered food from the water, what was too small to be chewed. What is that about the vivisection? Thank God there is no particulars about... There were no particulars about the vivisection that basically explains the manner at which whales are, you know, feeding themselves, because that's what they're doing. They're not biting their prey, they're not tearing it apart like sharks do. They just open their mouths and swallow large amounts of water, and they got some... yeah, these tentacles, mustache-like things inside their mouths that help them filter the water. So when they finish, a large amount of small fish kind of things remain in the mouth, so that they can just basically swallow it like some porridge. Okay, that's a nice thing to know. Anyway, dead counter responsibilities. Again, except from a manual on new City Watch procedures. Aha! So now I will learn a little bit of what the City Watch are up to. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, the dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms, called weepers in the common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the test and, if accepted, for the 2-week training tour. Pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir at 1 1/2 normal pay grade. Okay. So they need the officers to dispose of the dead bodies or something. dead counter, eh? More and more people are dying. No wonder. It's plague everywhere around. And failed experiments here, right? Excerpt from a series of lectures on natural philosophy by Piero. Am I supposed to read that in that voice again? Probably. Of course, I have attempted to improve upon Sokolov's designs. Of course, and why not? After all, it is likely that his thinking was influenced in some small way by our time together at the Academy. We are all part of a community striving to unknot the mysteries of the cosmos. Even those among us who possess the greatest minds are often led to a fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates. Sokolov is no exception to this, despite the glamour of genius he has cast over the aristocracy. Oh yeah, Sokolov's kind of a reasonable guy, I see. Well, a little bit ambitious and a little bit offended too, but nevertheless, quite an amiable guy, I should say. And further, it is true that many of my experiments have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my back in your social clubs and in the very chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambition requires risks. You may laugh now at my door to nowhere, but some day you will not. Your children will likely see it as commonly as you see the electric lamps lighting your streets at night. But a few short years ago you would have laughed at Sokolov's arc pylon and wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, they are nothing but evidence of your own limited imagination. Okay, I don't think that's a series of lectures, because how does one attempt to deliver a good lecture addressing the audience like that? Your imagination is limited and everything. But I should say he's right. He's right exactly. Because yeah, that's how our current society works. The previous generation sometimes cannot get the hang of what we are currently doing. Well, for example, I am really fascinated at the fact that my grandmother plays Diablo for a certain reason. I did not expect that from her, but she does. Okay, and she bet Diablo 2 with Necromancer, just for you to know, if you're interested. Grannies too can be fancy. Okay, some more. Whale oil refilling station. Oh, that's the thing I'm going to use, so that's nice to read about it before using it. Sokolov no longer has the upper hand with regard to supplies of whale oil. The good admiral has paid for the installation of my own system, which will enable me to work in this place. Oh, it's also Piero's scribblings here? Maybe. Well, just for the wear and tear, I will read that as though Piero has written this. The oil tank dispenser, when activated, will produce an empty vessel for filling. When the empty tank is held near the oil tank refill pump, the magnetic attractor should take the tank and lock it in the correct configuration. Using the lever will begin the refilling process. Once refilling is completed, the tank can be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be used in handling the full tanks. They are quite unstable. The system is sound and well engineered. It appears that the Greaves Oil Company has done something correctly for once. He doesn't pay the Greaves Company? I don't know anything about the Greaves Company anyway, so maybe he has some grounds. I will keep my eye out, should I meddle in this.
The Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths.
Huh?
The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a
that
tank
has some reason.
slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time, and then observe them for years if need be, to see if the formulation of energetic substance is developed.
Yeah.
Surely
How do you plan to
the
do
Empress
that?
will be able to furnish me with facilities subject to the necessary legal amnesty.
Whoa, legal amnesty. Do you really want to put people under pressure? Under physical pressure, that is, not emotional one. Alright, should I place that over here? Ooh, watch out. Ooh, it switches automatically, nice to know. Nice, another tank. I'll place it over here. And let me check how this thing works. Whoa! It like literally produces it. Does it have only 4 spare tanks? Good. I will take that to Mr. Piero. What do we have in here? Greaves lighting oil. Oil tank refill pump. First, connect empty tank to pump nozzle. 2. Yeah, second. Yeah, did I say first? Now that's second. Pull lever once. Wait for tank to fill. And third, remove tank carefully. So yeah, dear tank, come on with me, will you? Will you? Will you? Yeah, we have an agreement on that. Hey, it's leaking! It shouldn't be leaking, you know. Alright. I believe it's whale oil, eh? I don't really know, but I know that whale oil was used for lighthouses and, like, you know...
Perfect.
Almost, it was shining like heavenly
Just get
fire.
near the receptacle. Magnetism will do the rest.
Magnetism, eh? Do you really think magnetism is the right thing? Because if that suddenly gets attached to it, if this tank is unstable, okay, I should not question
Please,
the words of science.
All my progress will be lost. Perfect.
Okay, your progress is okay.
Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face. But this mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still,
Okay.
must be precise.
Okay.
There.
Hey!
Can you see normally?
Am I a Cyclops now?
Lens out of alignment.
I want
There.
to see with my
Better
2
now?
eyes, come on.
I could create more for you. Upgrades
With
for
2
your
eyes,
gear,
please.
Weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate.
Stop drilling my
Scavenge the
forehead.
city for valuables, and I will resell them on the
A little
black
bit too
market.
nervous.
That should give us the money to craft the things you need.
Okay.
Tell me what I can make for you.
Yeah, I can do something about it. Okay. Let me see. Let me have a look. What you have right now. Oh, we got some upgrades here. And... oh yeah, sleep bolts. I wish I could use those. But I don't have all that much coins. All that much coin, yeah. Spring razor. Rewire tool and grenades too. Oh, that's the entire arsenal of death blows I can unleash upon the enemies. Combat sleep darts. Probably that is going to be useful. Sleep darts, sedative effect is immediate even in combat. Yeah, okay. Was it not immediate? Oh, maybe. Sword crossing. Makes the sword more effective when locking blades and pushing against an enemy. I don't really want to, you know, engage in any battles, so probably I should do something, you know, more subtle. Bone charm capacity. Yeah, I mean that total 4, so now I can wear 3 bone charms if I find any, but I will be able to wear even 4 of them should I need them. I don't really remember if I actually need that, so yeah. Maybe I will, right? So what else do we have? more bullet capacity, mask optics, bolt capacity, grenades. So basically more weaponry on my own, on my person. Spring razor radius, a lot of stuff here. Okay, let me just make up my mind right there. I need like crossbow accuracy first of all, I am guessing, because I have wasted 3 sleep darts and only 1 struck home. So yeah, that one lowers the lowers the dispersion of and stabilize crossbow aim. Good. I'm purchasing that one. Now we got the crossbow range. Probably a little bit later. I'm not gonna be sniping people. I will go for bone charm capacity. And I can go for the second one right away, but I'm guessing just for the wear and tear I will have to buy some of these. Let me go with 5, just for now. I might need to use that in the future. And probably mask optics. Good. I'm guessing there is no need keeping coin in my pockets.
Exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep.
Why?
Life will get even more difficult soon. You should rest while you can.
No. I'd like to look around for a while before I go to bed.
Very well.
That's
You
for
know
sure.
best. Let me know if you need anything more.
Sure. Nice to have deals with you, Piero. It was really nice. No. How do I activate the mask? Good. Sleep darts activated. Oh, actually, look here, ladies and gentlemen. There is some sort of attachment to the crossbow here. It's actually interesting, but I don't know if these things, you know, count as stabilizers for aiming. Those look weird anyway. Alright, now I will just walk around some more, watching if I need something. Are you happy, Mr. Piero? Are you happy? You got plenty of filled oil tanks here. You will not have to use that device and waste your precious time as a physician, as a natural philosopher, and whoever you are. As a technician, maybe.
Tell me what I can make for you.
Nothing. Sorry. Didn't want to interrupt. You just go on about whatever you are using, whatever you are doing. I'm going away. Very well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty much satisfied with what I have just got. Piero's workshop key needed. Oops, some more wire. Oh, now I can figure out that this note about Admiral Havelock's criticism towards Piero's requirements was actually quite handy for me. That's what I should say. Because all the materials mentioned in that note are basically those materials I should collect for money. And the game just saves the trouble of selling those for me, because they automatically count as money, because evidently I'm like this, Tivian War, right? It was mentioned there, wasn't it? Let's just pretend I have already gone to Piero and got the money. Anything of interest? King Sparrow feathers. Yeah, I remember those too. Piero needs them. So, yeah. Everything I take automatically teleports to Piero, and there's like a portal in Piero's workshop right there. He automatically teleports me money back. Very well. Obey the city watch. Trespassing... Well, what? No, not trespassing. Tampering with security devices is punishable by death. Isn't that enough dead people in the city to punish the survivors by death? Report any sickness. Hiding the plague is punishable by death. Oh, really? Are you serious? The golden cat gives lighting oil. What is the Golden Cat? The finest ladies in all the Isles. Is the brothel? Ah, think as much. I don't really fancy going to brothel yet. What? Abandoned apartment key needed. Looks like I lack a dead lot of keys here. Anything else that I might be interested in? Where are all the dogs? I mean, isn't that a Haund Pitts pub? There are supposed to be a lot of dogs here, and at least the cages for those dogs, where they were kept while not, you know, biting each other to death. Piero's Remedy, here we go. There is a commercial prospect for that. Known to stop the sickness and to improve the emotional energy of women, cures torpid liver and chest colds. Interesting. Ah, and there is Sokolov's elixir right next to it. The most popular formula in the city, Sokolov's elixir, promotes robust health and fitness. Sure to protect your family from the ravages of the rat plague. Yeah. Sokolov is one hell of a bastard. I mean, in a figurative meaning, he's quite efficient in commercials too. Obey the city watch. Tampering with... I have already read that. Is everything here in that city punished by death? I mean, yeah, I've already passed my comments about it. We've got a lot of dead people already. Why kill the survivors? You need people to restore the order in the city.
You've met Piero. Good. You'll want to get some rest now. You'll be needed soon.
Oh yeah, why are you so, into this? Wanna see me sleep?
Lord Pendleton's servant, Wallace, awaits you upstairs.
Okay.
He can show you to your chambers. Sleep well.
Fine. Okay. Looks like that guy has nothing more to tell me. Oh? Alright, looks like there's nothing more left for me other than simply...
Yes, very much so, but no need to fear. He is here to work with our masters.
People say he killed the Empress.
Of course he didn't. People are foolish and believe whatever they're told.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's true.
If the Admiral trusts
Don't
him,
mind me
then
eavesdropping.
so
Hello?
will I. The Admiral served in the Navy under the Empress. But something happened with the Lord Regent that drove the Admiral out.
Yeah?
If I understand it right.
I don't know.
Admiral Havelock made it very clear that we aren't to carry lamps outside. Maybe you haven't seen much of it, but the city has changed a great deal after the Empress died.
I suppose
Since
so.
the Lord Regent took over, the city watch is best avoided. Most people try not to go outside at all.
Oh,
We can't leave the pub.
so they're dangerous.
I've nowhere to go anyway. My apartment was in the flooded district.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Please follow me to your quarters.
Oh, thank you. Will you accompany me?
This building has stood here for over 3 centuries. As long as Lord Pendleton calls it home, I would defend it with my life. I may well have to.
Oh, yeah. You've already said that, haven't you? 3rd floor is, you know, off limits, I see. Alright, am I supposed to go in here? Anybody following me? No one. Alright, whatever. Looks like I'm some kind of pigeon. But it's nice here anyway. And probably warm too.
This building has stood here for over 3
Yeah. Sorry, I've already heard that. I thought you would tell me something interesting as soon as you come here, but nay, nothing.
This is your room. It was chosen to give
Oh,
you
now he
privacy.
does.
I understand you'll need your rest.
Oh yeah, I'm damnably tired. I have been running from the local guards and I've even killed a couple. Yeah, I will go to sleep, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, we all are going to wait up until I go out of bed, up until I get up in the following episode of Dishonored on ANZ. So yeah, falling asleep. signing out for now. I'll see you next time.